Hi, my name is Michelle Fabia. Today I will be doing a special education law presentation, a brief history of special education before the 1970s. Prior to the 1970s, public schools did not serve some children with severe cognitive or physical disability. Schools that served children with severe disabilities sometimes offered only basic daycare services with little or no educational benefits. In 1918, in the ASD website mentioned the founding of the American School for the Deaf was a crucial milestone in the way society related to people with disability. In the 1980s to the 1950s, there were only parents advocating for their children with disabilities to improve special education services. As stated in the history website, the 1954 Brown versus Board of Education case concluded separate is not equal, and students were deprived of their educational protection of the 14th Amendment. In 1965, the Elementary and Secondary Education Act was signed into law by President Johnson, focusing on full educational opportunities and increasing the effort to improving educational academic achievements for students, which is mentioned in the National Center of Learning Disabilities 2023. A brief history of special education from the 1970s to the present day. The Rehabilitation Act was created in 1973, which includes Section 504 as a civil rights law that bans disability discrimination in school that gets federal funding. By Lee in the Understood website. In 1975, the Education of All Handicapped Children Act (EHA) was reauthorized and it is now named Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. The EHA mentions supporting state and locally support states, protecting the rights of meeting the individual needs of and improving the results for infant, toddlers, children, and youth with disability and their families. From the 1975 to 1990, the federal law supports special education, including services and programs for children and youth with disabilities. The No Child Left Behind Act was created in 2001, which updated the 1965 Elementary and Secondary Education Act. The No Child Left Behind Act was created in 2001, which updated the 1965 Elementary and Secondary Education Act. In 2005, the No Child Left Behind was reauthorized and renamed Every Student Succeed Act to set challenging standard education for all students and increasing student achievement. A brief description of two court cases about parental rights and students' educational. Burlington School Committee versus Massachusetts Boards of Education 1984 ruled 1984 it ruled that parents have the right to be reimbursed for private school tuition if the public schools district does not provide appropriate and free public education. Mentioned in Rights Law 2023. Florence County School District 4 versus Shannon Carter 1993. Shannon's parents sued the school district 4 because they felt the school district breached its duty under the IDEA to provide Shannon with free appropriate public education and seeking reimbursement tuition and other costs at a private school after being taken out of Florence County School. Mentioned in Rights Law 2023. The three resources to help educate stay up to date laws, policies, and practices on special education and parenting issues are the U.S. Department of Education Individual with Disability Education Act website, the Understood website, and the Hawaii State Department of Education Special Education. Thank you.